20 minutes.
If he wins, I wear his sorry. My friend, I'm kidding. Good morning, YouTubers. Kindly confirm that you can now pick the feed of audio and video.
Okay, we have against
Welcome to day number 2 out of 4 in this ongoing classic competition. We are at CUEMASTERS Arena in Dar es Salaam, the capital city of the East African nation of Tanzania. The venue management, also working with the Tanzania Billiards Federation, is deciding to invite the entire African elite fraternity together, united in the spirit of the game and in competition. There are 3 tournaments in one. This one is the one that has the biggest amount of prestige. If it is one, it is the main event in the men's category. In this one, men elite players from the different countries all over the continent are competing, racing to 9 elimination in not more than 90 minutes. There are players from the might of Tanzania, then Kenya, then Uganda, Eswatini, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, Botswana, 9 African countries, the best pool playing countries in terms of black ball on the entire continent. This match has one of the tournament favorites, the Ugandan in Caesar Chadiga, taking on a player that has traveled north from the country of Kenya. Edwin Kikwai is a player with the Mchana Gladiators Pool Club. Yes, and they are not doing that bad in the team category. He is also having a fast improving career. For someone that has been watching him for some good time, I do remember him having played one match with a Ugandan player in the last 1 year. Alfred Gumik is a black sheep at the tournament that was organized at Rakatak in Kisumu in Western Kenya. That match was won by Edwin. We have been welcomed to the first match in the men's category in the main event by 2 green apples respectively from Caesar and Edwin, racing to 9. 2 apples on break and finish. 2 break and finish frames. Caesar 1 and Edwin 1. Race to 9 and live commentary coming shortly.
Wait.
It's going to be non-stop action, pan action, pan action. the word Kenya soon. Now it's soon. Yes. How are you, my friend?
I'm very okay. I'm very okay.
How is the competition so far?
So far,
For you as an individual and for the team?
for the team, so far, it's quite stiff, but we have our teams qualifying to the quarters. So
So which Michana club exactly?
China Knights
The Knights.
have qualified
About
already to
Gladiators?
the Gladiators are yet to qualify. We
Yeah,
are having
one
a
more
match today
Yeah.
at about midday or so.
We are taking on, is it Danger?
We are taking on Danger,
Yeah.
Team Danger.
Winner takes it all.
Winner takes it all, and
That
we
one
hope
is something.
to beat them by around 13-9
13-9 or something.
for us to qualify.
Which is quite possible.
It is quite possible,
especially with your qualities and
we
team
are hoping
chemistry.
for the best.
Mchana, eh?
Mchana.
Yeah, there is Dan Pasi. He's called Dan Pasi Nganda, a player from Kenya. He also likes to have so many matches where he likes to fish, asking for his stats. Even against players he's better than, and most of the time it is successful. Edwin Kikwai trying to win frame number 3 against Caesar. If he does win this frame, and also if he does win this match, it will be the biggest victory of his career. He has to go for white to the position where there is the black. How distant will it be? It looks like a foul, this one.
Okay.
He knows that he has lost the frame. It's understandable the kind of foul he has committed, because the point where he needed the cue ball is so close to the black, because he wanted to put the last yellow to the corner pocket on the left. In the end, he played it a few centimeters further than he would have fancied, and then he loses the frame. Caesar 2 and Edwin 1. In the meantime, the race is 9, and the amount of time allocated for the match is 1 hour and 30 minutes. You may time the match by playing the video backwards to see how much time of that is used. Welcome to Break and Finish Live Facebook. You are watching. Sorry, it is Break and Finish Live YouTube. You are watching the live action from CUEMASTERS in Tanzania, where the Ugandan in Caesar Chadiga is leading by 2 frames to 1 against the Kenyan Edwin Kikwai, racing to 9 for a place in the round of last 64 in this main event. There is one lady that has dared to compete against the men. I'm not yet aware of any other. It is the Ugandan Rashida Motesi. In this competition, presenting Team Nevsan, also being sponsored by Nevsan Select.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, race to 7, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Hope I'm reading the right side.
He normally makes light work when opportunities like this one come his way. Edwin has to be wary that yes, Caesar can mean business in competitions like this. He has won 2 international careers of this level, those Open All Africa competitions. One was the 2nd edition of Queens in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. The second was, well, the Grand Michana, also 2nd edition 2023, then 2024 respectively. Also, in the meantime, the scoreboard that
Okay, if you want this, please, all players, you have this one to please. If you're not comfortable, you cannot pick the wristband, please. Please, so that you don't confuse the security.
in the meantime, guys, this it's small in comparison to the number of tables and number of people at the venue. So sometimes I find it a little bit difficult to place the tripod at the spot where lesson, then we shall have our usual be mindful of the two reds that are near that corner pocket, bottom left. Maybe the one that is in between two yellows, which is the would-be dead of the four reds that Edwin is having on the table. There he gets to put and then open up the black, maybe. The removal of the black ball from the center pocket for a player who is going for the frame wouldn't be the most fancy shot, because after all, you want to win the frame, you want to have the black at the easiest possible position that you would want it. In the end, he gets to miss. He, however, displaces one of Caesar's yellows. And Caesar will need something big if he were to go for this frame in one visit of the table. He may want to play this yellow a little off the cushion, play it close to another yellow and close to the red, make it difficult for Edwin to finish the frame. That's exactly what Caesar has done. Now, in the next moment after Edwin's last, his frame is looking not that easy. Something Edwin must play here. The red ball that is in space, put it to the corner pocket on the right. White ball bouncing off the cushion, moving leftwards to play into the yellows that are close to the two yellows that are close to the red. The second red, to try and play it into space. Not easy, of course. It was always not going to be easy. It needed very big spin on the white ball, which he didn't apply, and in the end he's having himself snookered. We'll want to play red off cushion, which he does. At least doesn't foul, but his chance to win the frame a little easier has come and gone. Caesar will be having one snooker, and then hopefully for him, Caesar be the beneficiary of a fresh shot and a visit, which will help him finish the fifth frame and take a 4-1 lead. Two Ugandans are taking on each other in the table that you can watch peripherally on the right. It is Ian Kazwe leading 3-0 against Joseph. It is Ian Kazwe leading 3-0 against Joseph Kasozi. I can see a big match between the Ugandan Sula Matovu and one of the tournament favorites, Eshka Chimbwanda. I think it is 1-1 in that one. Almost a very good recovery from Edwin. And I'm just saying almost because in the end, it is a foul. From this kind of position, the Scorpion will want to play those 3 close yellows all in space with his free shot, which is what he's trying to do. I'm not so certain he has done it well enough. He may probably need one extra snooker. Play one of the yellows at the top left end of the table towards the corner pocket, and yes, maybe the guy seems to have made his mind up to go for a clearance. He's meaning business. How good will the cue ball be? I wouldn't say it is the best he would have wanted. Maybe it lacked a little bit of spin. Will he pot? Will he spin the white ball backwards? Will he open up the would-be dead yellow? He's not opening up any ball. He wants to finish the frame by playing all the 5 yellows there have been in their respective positions. Needs support by rail drive, which if he does, I believe that the rest will be a formality. There he goes. Always gliding, always attacking, always potting with very good position play of the cue ball. Will he open up the black? Beautiful shooting from the Scorpion, always providing highlights, and what a well finished frame. You cannot deliver this at this stage of the competition in a match of this magnitude. Wonders from the Scorpion. Caesar 4 and Edwin 1 race to 9 in 90 minutes.
Okay, ladies are playing race team 7 and men are playing race 9. Okay, race 17.
In the rest of 7, the Zambian lady Mercy is leading by 1-0 against a player from, looks like Tanzania, whose name I'm yet to ascertain. The Ugandan lady Julie Namuhanga is leading by 3-0 against the Malawian lady called Immaculate. The Zimbabwean star Eshka is leading by 2-1 against the Ugandan legend Sula Matovu. The all Ugandan clash is having Ian Kazwe lead by 3-1 against Joseph Kasozi. That match you can watch at least its scoreboard on the right. It's actually the top of the screen. Or the right one of the two scoreboards that you can watch. I'll be giving you updates from other games as they come. Salim Biano, the Tanzanian, is down by 2-1. There's another match between Selo, the South African, and how is it? I cannot even see properly. A very big venue, more than 10 tables being used to have this tournament, and we shall be having, when it comes to some later stages, 2 matches, sometimes 1 at the same time. I will be utilizing Break and Finish Live Facebook and Break and Finish Live YouTube and Peter Chobe Live YouTube. We shall also have highlights of these matches shared on Facebook and on Break and Finish Live TikTok. Frame number 6 is upon us. This time it is Caesar doing the defense against the Kenyan Mchana Gladiator Edwin, who is having his work cut out, needing to win 8, with Caesar needing to win 5 out of the next 12 frames. Please accept my apologies for the current poor video. It's a network glitch. I'm hoping to, then I may have to restart the video. In the next 1 minute, if the network doesn't fasten, then I will be restarting the video.
Okay. I first a little bit for Kenya, ladies team. Very remember one please. I think I'll talk to Omari, or you have to sing and play whatever you can sing. Thank you.
Welcome once again. Now that we seem to have resharpened our network, something that needs to be resharpened again is Edwin's finishing. Time is running out for him. He's 4 frames down after going 5 frames to 1 up. The only frame that he has won in the match is that one where he broke and finished. Other frames where Cesar has been getting chance to play, he has been winning them, some of them pretty comfortably. You need a backspin, Edwin. White ball naturally moves as close as possible to the red, which is portable to the center pocket on the left. Edwin should be back in business. There's a little bit of competition for time between him and Joseph Kasozi. The frame that is in the background, the Ugandan Joseph, is about to equalize in that all Ugandan derby where 3-2 is the current score. He's down trading against Ian Kazewe. This is Edwin versus the black. White ball is relatively okay. The table is okay. Management of the white ball is okay. And Edwin pulls one back okay. It is Cesar now 5 and Edwin 2.
Enjoy.
David Matsiko, you say you miss Herbert. Yes, he is missed, but yes, that is the sacrifice of decision made. And decision was made for him to return to school. Some of these big comps have to be missed. He's having exams this coming week. David Sarkozy, you say Cesar is breaking well. Okay. Ibokoye Augustine, you say Kasozi is not being contested, being seed number 1. Your funny Joseph Chariot is asking if Ibrahim Kanye is in Tanzania. Answer is no. Yes. Meli Moyo Megamind, you say Cesar is becoming a problem. Alright, still early days, maybe for the match, but certainly for the whole tournament. Spice Tebiansa, thank you for watching. Fabio Roger, you say Cesar is the only tournament favorite. The rest come and try to win. Go away. He's one of the tournament favorites. Medi Mogisha rest to 9. And you say Fabio Roger that I'm hyping Eshka. I'm not just hyping Eshka. Eshka is as good as he thinks he is. it was just overdue that he got to shine in a big comp when he won a team back. So the guy, especially last year, was playing as one of the very best that the continent was having, only that he was performing most of his stuff locally. But when 8 big comps are organized in Zimbabwe, a country with very decent players, and one player wins 6 of them in there, then that player really has to be something special. His qualities did come to the fray when he played at the Timbuktu, the tournament with the biggest ever cash prize in African history, and won it. And they won it, I want to believe, quite convincingly. Mwangu Zinkonge, you are watching from Mitch Packers. Thank you. Ivan Oketa asking how is Julie's game. Julie leads, last time I checked, by 3 frames to nil. She'll be 4-0. I do respect all the ladies. However, with participation, the Ugandans can really mean to be a little players from other countries. 3 ladies matches happening at the same time. And the Zambian player Mercy and the Tanzanian player Judith are now drawing 1 over. The ladies are racing to 7 also in 1 hour and 30 minutes, as much time as the men are racing to 9. 3-3 between Joseph Kasozi and Ian Kazibu. 3-1 between Eshka, who leads against the Ugandan Sula Matovu. Frame number 8 seems, after that miss from Caesar, also as heavily poised in favor of Edwin. He's called Edu as a matter of nickname. Sula Matovu back against Eshka. That one is now at 3-2. There's a lot of banter between Ugandans and Kenyans, like you're seeing this match between Edu and Caesar in all sorts of sports.
With Momo, you have the power to pay your bills fast and conveniently using your phone. Dial *165*4# or scan to download Momo app and pay for water, electricity, TV, school fees, and much more. It's simple and saves you a lot of time. Just pull out your phone and pay. That's Momo. That's the power to be more.
Zambia is leading 3 on table number 9. Okay. Table 8 is wonderful. 6. South Africa is leading 6 to the subsequent period. Please, Rango, top player is in the building, all from Zambia. Custom to Bandung, okay, possibly I'll be calling the next players coming shortly. Thank you. Allow me to appreciate the delegates from Malawi, led by Mafia representing Team Malawi. Thank you so much for signing up in the ladies' schedule. Thank you.
MC. MC. MC.
Okay.
Apologies guys for the breaking transmission, this misbehaving network. In the meantime, the South African player Selo leads against the Malawian Yusuf by 6 frames to 2. The Kenyan player Evans Kiprotich Vance leads against Uganda's Farouk Motumba by 4 frames to 2. The Ugandan lady Julie Namuhanga leads against the Malawian player Immaculate by 5 frames to 0. The Ugandan Joseph Kasozi now leads against fellow Ugandan Ian Kazibe by 4 frames to 0 after 4 frames to 3 after winning 4 frames all in a row, having come from 3 frames to 0 down. And yes, it is true that the Ugandan Sula Matovu now leads against Eshka Chimbwanda by 5 frames to 3. I hope that will do for the updates from other tables around the venue. The Ugandan Sula Matovu is increasing his lead. It is now, believe you me, 6-3 against the Team Baxo champion. Actually, no, he has missed the black. He has left it right in the jaws of the corner pocket. I thought it was in. Apologies, still 5-3. It could either be 6-3 in the next 1 minute or it could be 5-4. As the umpire flips the scoreboard, it is now 6-4, race to 9, single elimination, round 1, main event, CUEMASTERS.
Okay, Omari akija wewe kaji kama anasikia Omari kija please anasema
There we are. I'm just trying to follow up what is happening elsewhere. 4-4 between the Ugandans Ian and Kasozi. Now 6-3. The Ugandan Sulamatov leads against the Zim Eshka Chimwanda. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a match on our shoulders because Edwin is giving Caesar a bloody nose here. Be reminded that the last big comp in which Caesar participated, he was defeated in the first round and by a Kenyan player who doesn't remember that very memorable match in which Brian Kiptalam Loto, all the way from Kisumu, did defeat Caesar in the first round in a decider by 9 frames to 8. Edwin is trying to draw inspiration from Brian, trying to take down the Scorpion again in a second tournament, again in East Africa, again in the first round, most especially realistic if he can finish this ongoing frame, which is also highly likely, and he's also playing himself into a lot of confidence. The decent player he is, and also his testament to the fact that, yes, Kenyan pole is on the rise. That not just the size and magnitude and prizes in tournaments organized in Kenya, especially at Michana, but also the growth of the game amongst the Harambee shooters. Edwin needing backspin, white ball bouncing off the cushion on the left, moving rightwards, just like that. Interception. Could get snookered. He will pot the red. So has to be manipulated well with very little movement to have passage between the two yellows. Maybe draw the white ball towards the top end of the table. Or be so precise. Will he precisely be? By his body language, I think he is. Edwin is just about to equalize against the black. The apple, Edu 6. Scorpion 6. It's now race to 3. Still 6-3, the Ugandan Sulamatov leads against the number 1 ranked Zimbabwean Eshka Chimbwanda. Still 5-0 in the ladies category, the Ugandan Julie Namhanga leads against the Malawian player Immaculate. 2-2 between Tanzania's Judith and Zimbabwe's Mercy in the ladies category, racing to 7. Ladies matches are as well timed to 90 minutes, racing to 7, as men's matches timed to 90 minutes, racing to 9. 4-3 now, Salim Biano, the Tanzanian shooter, in the lead, while 6-6 between Edwin Kikwai and Cesar Chandiga in a match that could provide the biggest shock of the competition so far. If Edwin can win 3 more frames before does Cesar, he's trying to win a first year of 3, would be very critical shots. Backspin, white ball off the cushion, doesn't mean it to use the cushion, it may rest off the cushion. Maybe it moved a little bit further than it should, but should be okay. It slightly affects his pattern. That's why you can see he's deciding to play the pocket red first. Little bounce of the white of the cushion, moving towards the top end of the table. His pattern has been affected. Maybe it's now that he has to put the red to the center pocket on the left. White ball bouncing off 2 cushions towards the left end of the table and top. He's deciding to play the rail drive first. White ball bounces off the cushion with a little back spin, moving it rightwards. Will he have full sight of the red? He was always playing himself into trouble. Edwin, his pattern play, his positional play of the cue ball in this attempted clearance has been lacking. He has slight sight of red, wants to put it by mass shot, curve white ball round the yellow bit, round the yellow, just a little bit for him to try and find the red, and hopefully for him put it to the center pocket. He's now contemplating playing it off the cushion on the left, finds it, sinks it in, not really. He gives Cesar a chance to play, and a very dangerous chance from a Cesar perspective. That was a very critical move. He really should have gotten it right. Edwin, they normally say that the learning curve continues. It is an opportunity blown into the air by Edwin. The Ugandan lady Julie has defeated the Malawian opponent Amy. She's called Immaculate by 7 frames to 0. Sula Matov now leads against Eshka by 7 frames to 3. Yes, it is true. The Timbuktu champion is on the verge out of the very next event. That is how competitive African pool is today.
From here, ataenda kwa Nairobi. Anataka money matches na see.
Tunasema. Let us document it. I want to make a video. Aseme sahi. Money matches.
So I'm coming for money games in Nairobi.
I want him to say right now. Don't say you're coming. Are you getting me? Any money? Never. Who do you want? Yes. I called you right before. Yeah? Anytime. Yeah.
6-5 now. The score by which Selo is leading. He has lost 4 frames in a row. Selo, the South African player, is the first South African onto the table. It's a relatively strong delegation of South Africans, by the way. They've been the best individuals and teams in such events. They are being represented under the leadership of Aiden, but also Jerry, Mandy. Then there is, there is Pilar Mazambani and Selo. One more player whom I'm forgetting. They are playing in the singles as well as the team event. It is not only until Timber that there was no South African in the semi-finals. Normally, they have either been winning all comps or being there so close to the prizes. It is a sign of the balance of power now coming up on the continent. The all-Ugandan affair between Ian and Kasozi is now having Ian lead by 6 frames to 5. Tight fight, that one. While here, 7-6, the Ugandan in Caesar Chadiga leading against Edu, the Kenyan racing to 9, meaning that Caesar will need 2 out of the next 4 frames, Edwin needing to win 3 of them. And of the 2, Caesar seems to be just about to win a first. Trying to survive a second first round Kenyan scare in a row. 7-3, Sulamatov leading against Eshka Chimbwanda. 2-2 between the Tanzanian lady Judith and the Zimbabwean lady Mercy. That's the slowest match in the entire competition so far, because all matches started right at the same time, by the way. He needs recovery after recovery after recovery, Caesar, most especially because of the position of the black. So close to Edu's red. Frame number 14 is not as easily finishable as Caesar would have fancied. Will he play white ball into the black? No. He's just leaving white in a position where he can pot a yellow to the corner pocket, top of the screen. White ball probably bouncing off the cushion to be played towards the top end, where he could play the second yellow to the center pocket on the right. Better still, play it by rail drive to the corner pocket, bottom right. He's going for the first option and is missing it, and is missing it entirely. The Scorpion is having a less venomous. Here comes Edwin Kikwai. He has to keep himself calm, irrespective of such opportunities that come to try and win matches that don't come so originally. You don't get so better opportunities to try and take down Caesar. He has to remain calm, composure. Sometimes can get lacking when players with less stature get chance to take down players who are way superior to them. He still has a chance, Edu, I believe. Caesar being Caesar, this one could be very special if he pulls off this kind of shot. On target, how good will white be? Caesar, again, is snookered. He needs another recovery. Finding the yellow will not be difficult, but potting it will be something different altogether. He was always going to find it very difficult to pot. He should be taking down this frame, Edu, with his current visit of the table now. 7-3, Sulamatov leading against Eshka Chimbwanda. 4-3, Evans Kiprotich, the best player from Kitale in Western Kenya, leading against a Ugandan Farouk, Mutumba. The gap between the Ugandans and Kenyans in terms of level of play is narrowing by the day, and it's all credit to the Kenyans. They did accept their new position. They were the better team compared to Ugandans about 12, 13, 14 years ago. I even remember a friendly international money match in 2012 in Kampala, which was convincingly won by the Kenyans. But this time it is the Ugandan who is producing some stuff. Off dreams, off two questions, the Scorpion finds the yellow and sinks it in. He last played a shot with the same quality. I do remember in South Africa when he was participating in the Holy Cup Championships, men was is the best of the Scorpion. And sorry for the bad network, you have missed what was a very
Ladies and gentlemen, A very good morning, Africa. Sorry for the interruption of the flow. It's because of the network. The network is not favoring the streams, guys. We are very sorry for that. Nonetheless, Caesar Chadiga is leading by 8 frames to 6 against Edwin. Caesar Chadiga only needs 1 frame to proceed the round of 32. Nonetheless, Caesar Chadiga is leading by 8 frames to 6 against Edwin. Caesar Chadiga only needs 1 frame to proceed the round of and it looks like Edwin will be pulling 1 back, maybe up against the A table after potting the last yellow. Needs to play a sharp cut to the corner center pocket on the left of the table. Edwin goes and he pots it 7, 8 in a race to 9. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match we are having here. Hi. Edwin goes and breaks a dry, giving Caesar Chadiga a chance maybe to give us a 1 single visit with a ready apple, maybe winning the game. Caesar Chadiga has a chance to select any color as the table is widely open. Caesar uses the red to pot the yellow and he closes the table playing yellows. Caesar Chadiga, this is the chance he has to a connection in the corner pocket on the left far of the screen. Caesar Chadiga pots. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Network Admin Uganda, and this is a CUEMASTERS main event. Caesar Chadiga is leading by 80 frames to 7 in a race to 9. Caesar needs to give us a single visit, maybe to win the match once and for all. 4 yellows to go. Caesar Chadiga seemingly look at that shot, playing the center pocket 1 yellow and then opening up another yellow. The only problematic yellow, it is that yellow just near the reds on the left, on the right of the table. Caesar, maybe this is the shot he needed to open up that yellow. Oh no, maybe he's going to play maybe a sharp cut to put it to the center on the left, on the right. Caesar up against the last yellow, goes for bank shot. Perfect. Caesar Chadiga up against the black for the 9th time in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, the Scorpion is up and he wins the match 9-7. Caesar Chadiga proceeds to the round of 32. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being a wonderful crowd. Shortly we are coming back for the next game, ladies and gentlemen.